Welcome to Life is Strange 2, and hold on to your butts.
I know, right? Alright, everybody. And we have Dej guest starring here, because why not?
Should probably clean
So, Dej, question, what's your experience with Life is Strange, the series, or this game in particular?
Life is Strange, I know that Wuthering with You still its ending.
Yep. Yeah, she had a whole rant about that too.
and I know that
Oh, here we go.
Chloe is apparently the worst character in the series.
Here you go, Shira. Here's a chance for you to see it again. I guess the whole clean eye thing.
Alright. Careful.
And yeah, Dej, you're right. Chloe is pretty much... Well, let's be honest, she is the main reason that Life is Strange 1 fails, because she's the character it revolves around, and she is god-awfully terrible. But believe it or not, Life is Strange 2 is worse.
Should have listened to Joey.
And you may be wondering, why is it Life is Strange 2? It's in the same universe. And we have a kid with supernatural powers. And Arcadia Bay can be mentioned, as well as there being a returning character. That's it.
That's the basic gist of it. Yeah.
Come on. Did you interview everyone in that hospital? Or what?
Well, that's kind of how these investigations work, I think, isn't it? I mean,
I'd imagine they only do the ones that were in the immediate vicinity of our main character here.
I love, yeah, and yeah, like you said, Flores can now add Grand Theft Auto to his list of crimes.
Well, I mean, is it really a list if this is the only actual crime that we actually know he committed?
There is, but don't you see? Oh boy, here we go. So,
mind you, I said he's been committing crimes throughout the whole place.
So basically, Sean is gonna, sleep in the car because it's nighttime and he needs to rest. So okay, fair. Let's sleep. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's in the desert.
I'm sure nothing wrong will happen.
Yeah,
I get.
I've seen Alfred Hitchcock Psycho. No.
I fucking guaranteed nothing will. Okay, so before we get to the nitty and gritty of it, this is a dream, Jova. Before we get to the nitty gritty of it, here's a pleasant dream Sean has about his dad.
Is it a dream or a flashback?
Dream.
Oh wait, yeah, it's a dream because we're still in the desert.
Don't worry, the dialogue will make the dialogue will make it even clearer that it's a dream. So.
Still with me, Sean? Yeah.
This is their dad, Dej. They lived a happy life until their dad was shot by a cop, and yeah, the rest is history.
Let's just say it's a very long, messy story that is not worth going into right now, Dej.
Thanks for finishing.
What's the budget of this game?
The budget of the Life is Strange games before True Colors have always been more on the 1.5 budget, basically.
What about True Colors' budget? Was that low?
True Colors was actually more on the side of AAA, which is why they charged $60 for it.
Really? Wait.
I feel like even Telltale games are more stylistic.
Yeah, I can tell. No, True Colors actually looks great. Like, I actually will say that.
Also, I'm surprised. Like, don't get me wrong. Yes, companies should give games the budget that they need, but normally after the two failures back to back, before the Storm and Life is Strange 2, normally you expect companies to cut back on the budgets of sequels because they fear losing money. But
well, actually, Jova, remember, the first Life is Strange, as well as Before the Storm, were actually financial successes. So, from the executive standpoint, they did have good reasons to up the budget for this one.
I thought Before the Storm was a failure. Like, I know that the first one was successful.
He got mixed.
We got two.
He got mixed reception, yes, but thanks to brand name alone, it still was a success financially.
Okay. So in that case, then I guess I can see why they would have faith in. What's the name of the company who did Before the Storm?
Deck 9.
Deck 9, yeah. Because Dej, here's the thing. You may have heard that Life is Strange was once on top of the world, and as were the company behind it, Don't Nod. Guess what? This game was so bad that Don't Nod got booted off of their own series. It was Deck 9, the makers of the much well-liked at the time before the Storm game, who made True Colors, aka Life is Strange Free, which is probably, to this day, now the best received of any of these games, ironically.
See, Jova, if you go back and check out, I think it's the 2017? Yeah, the E3 2017 of Microsoft, where they debuted Before the Storm. The reveal trailer gets a really good reaction from the crowd. So at the time, people were hyped for Before the Storm because Life is Strange.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Life is Strange and all that. But yeah, I kid you not, Deads. This one game, Life is Strange 2, managed to undo years of goodwill that the first Life is Strange had accrued for the company. And mind you, this is even in the wake of people kind of coming around and kind of, let's just say, opinions have shifted on Life is Strange 1. It's still a cult classic, but it's not nearly as beloved as it was when it first came out. Shuri has attributed it part to it being that it was one of the few at the time properties to have, actually openly gay characters who weren't just side bit roles, but actually the main characters.
Yeah.
How are you?
Which doesn't automatically make it good, but when you don't have much
I guess
to
it was
work
just
with.
a small step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's like when you're screwed over for so long, you will just take the crumbs.
Now that we're in an era where a lot more media is, kind of more bold with that sort of stuff, I guess people look back on Life is Strange and realize, this isn't the masterpiece that it used to look like to me.
You're a Diaz.
Also, I know you might think that this dialogue means a lot, but
It doesn't.
this is kind of just a repeat of what we've heard from his dad. You're a Diaz. You can look after your brother, carry on the family, and yada yada yada, blood, blood, blood.
This scene is just here for filler. I'm serious. You could literally remove that scene enough. And here we go. Dej, meet the two rednecks for this chapter.
I'll admit it, I'm surprised we haven't gotten any rednecks since, episode 1, I think.
Don't worry, Jova. That's what this episode is for.
Okay. I'm coming. Hold on.
So, he just accused Sean of being on their land. Wait, your land? What, do you own the road?
Well, they could possibly own a plot of land out in the desert.
Alright, so listen to this dialogue.
Drove for so long. I had to pull over to get some rest,
Oh, I forgot. It's not.
I
Yeah.
swear, I had no idea this was your
Hold
problem.
on to your butt, Shiroi.
Fucking sign. Didn't you see it?
I was too exhausted. I guess I missed it.
He's just a kid and he's hurt. Look.
Oh, here we go.
Okay,
Listen to this.
Your eye.
A fight?
I got into a fight.
Of course. Bet you deserve it. Prove it.
Just let him drive off.
Okay, the thing is...
No, you're trespassing on our land. We gotta torture him and shit.
Oh my god.
All on it get worse.
Drugs?
Yeah, for my eye.
Oh yeah. Did you steal
Oh
them?
my god.
Like his car?
the sad thing is he actually did
Listen,
steal all
it's
that
not
stuff.
True.
So,
Oh, hold on.
what are you trying to tell me,
You ain't
game?
the first beaner we-
And of course it gets racial, because that's all this game has to say.
Get it.
Okay. To their credit, it seems like the guy on the right is at least a lot more, sensible, and actually said, hey, he's just a kid, and seems to be trying to move to let him go.
This guy is Jova, but the other one, just wait.
Toys, man.
Trust me, Jova, it gets worse.
Seriously?
It belongs to my brother. Leave it alone.
Okay, so now we can choose to take it back or do nothing.
Let me guess, no matter
Does
what
this
you
kid
do...
have powers?
No, it's his brother that has it.
That's it, boy.
You just hit a minor, by the way.
Yeah, what are they gonna do about it? Stop him? Just kid, what's he gonna do? Fight back?
And his name is Chad.
That name I can't take seriously.
Fuck you! Don't bring my name into this shit, you don't nod.
Okay, so... Okay, so anyway, I mean, the guy in overall
Hold on, Jova.
seems to be...
I'm gonna have to interrupt you here.
I'm a dirty.
How do you say I'm a dirty thief in Spanish? You can choose to say it or not.
Soy un...
Wait, why are you complying, Pedro?
I don't want them to beat the crap out of me, Dwebs.
Nice. Sounds
Tell him
better
piss
when-
off.
If I do, they beat the crap out of me, Dwebs.
Fun.
He's gonna beat the crap out of you anyway.
Actually, you can stop him from doing it if you just do everything he asks.
One eye.
Oh my god. So I'm a dirty thief with one eye. He says, I'm a thief and go fuck your mother, he says.
Wait, Madre?
Okay, I
What did
guess...
you really say, asshole? Huh? All I want to do is...
Hold on, listen to this.
Espanol. Might be our official language someday.
Oh my god.
Senor.
Like,
This is so bad.
Say,
okay,
hold on.
you know
So
what-
you're
Hold on,
putting
hold on.
in for the racist part.
This is not my country. Jesus Christ.
Este no es...
Well, I mean, Pedro, you're the one picking the option, mate.
Well, I'm trying to showcase.
Self-fulfilled prophecy.
I thought there was just suddenly lightning in the background over there. Like,
Let's go before we get soaked. Hold on. This little thief is fucking...
Is he? Is he though?
me off, you know that?
you're
I'm
literally
wondering-
bullying a child. Like, grow up.
Like, I'm wondering if the scene is supposed to be that, oh, the guy...
Just pass
No, go on, Jabba, go on.
I wonder if the scene is supposed to be... Let me finish, Dribs. I wonder
That's what I
if
was
the
gonna
scene is...
say.
Dwebs, let him
Okay,
finish,
let
go
me
on.
finish, please. Anyway, it seems like what they're going for is that the guy on the right doesn't want to do this, but he's a little too weak-willed against the guy on the left.
Against
like,
Chad, yeah.
Again,
So I guess
I wonder
one's
how-
name is Chad, the other name is...
Jesus Christ. Hey guys, did you know that racism is bad? Just in case you didn't know. Go on, Jova.
like, I guess if I were to give this game some... Oh wait, he is actually finally trying to
You know,
stop
I was
him
gonna
now.
say, it was like, dude, do
What are you
something.
doing? Listen, you little beaner. Get your shit and go.
Wow.
Now.
These aren't characters, they're cartoons! What the
Like,
fuck?
you know, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, like...
Just drive straight and you'll hit the highway for...
Yes, Jova?
Wait, why did you pause?
Because I want to show what happens if you sing. Go on, Jova.
Oh, right, yeah, then you don't get beat up, but, yeah, no, it's like, maybe what they're trying to show is that some people are racist, some mean well. Again, if I were to give this game the benefit of the doubt,
Got lost,
but,
man.
okay, even taking that out of context or whatnot, this writing is hokey and just
swear.
stupid. Yes,
had no
I get
idea
it,
this was
some
your property.
racists can be
fucking
stupid
sign.
like this,
Didn't
but
you see it?
again, this feels cartoonish more than, you know, actually serious, if I'm to be honest.
I love how he says, yeah, of course you got into a fight. Bet you deserved it.
Listen.
This is a comedy. Like, it's
You ain't the first beaner we caught. Take his backpack.
Dude, come on.
So, did,
Good.
Any money?
so again,
Toys.
and let me guess, we never really hear from these guys again after this.
Nope. This scene is pointless. The entire reason this is here is once again for the writers to shove the stupid moral down your throat, as if this moral needs any more repeating. We get it, game, and I agree. Racism is stupid. Can you say something interesting about that topic now instead of just this?
You know, here's another thing also. For as much as we talk about the racism being handled badly in the story, it kind of comes and goes. And you know what? I get it. It doesn't need to be 24/7 racism is bad, especially with how terribly the story handles it. But it feels so sporadic that once again I have to ask, what exactly is the main message or point of his tale? Getting to Puerto Lobos, the brotherly love, the fact that, oh, there's racism out in the world? Again, keep in mind, we don't even know if the cop who shot their dad was actually racist. The story just says, oh, we're sure he did it like that, when the way it's actually conveyed, the guy could have just been a trigger-happy moron rookie, since, again, as far as we know, the other police aren't racist, again, despite the game seemingly wanting us to think that way. But I have to ask, what is the main point of this narrative? Because it hops from all these different points all over the place. It's so sporadic and random.
Yeah, for Deji's sake, I'll just say this game doesn't really have a set protagonist. All that happens is racists come in stage left, exit stage right, move on to the next chapter.
So I got Pedro. You said you picked the language options because you didn't want to get beat up. Well, they picking this one and you're not getting beaten up.
That's the thing, Dwebs. The only thing that matters in terms of you getting beat up is if you choose to sing or not.
You wanted to say something, Deji? I think.
Well, actually, I wanted to say something.
Okay. Sorry.
Fuck you, don't nod. For that line.
Oh,
You speak Spanish, Pedro? Fuck off, don't nod. Fuck off.
I guess it's to show he's racist because he assumes
So,
his
yeah.
name is Pedro.
If you choose to sing, Sean sings a Spanish version of Twinkle Little Star.
And this placates the racist because
Because they're making fun of you. Like, if you don't want me to beat the crap out of you, sing for me. Like, he's mocking him, basically. Like, this guy just wants to... this guy is just a terrible cartoon representation of a racist, basically. It's just like, this guy is just so cartoonishly evil that it's just, like, laughable. This is just laughable at this point.
this is literally drive-by racism because it doesn't serve the overall plot. It's
No.
just there to show, aren't there some terrible people? And the thing is, if they're trying to say that, oh, all rednecks are bad, well, again, the guy who's not Chad actually seems to be the decent one of the two.
Hold on, Java.
You know,
I want you to listen to this upcoming line when he finishes the song because it's hilarious.
What, you're a crap singer?
No. Actually, it's the opposite, Webs, as you're about to hear.
It's probably the same.
Go ahead.
Sarcastic,
I think you just won Mexican Idol. Now pick
Who
up all your
wrote
shit.
I'm leaving.
Shut the
This was fun.
Is there actually a Mexican Idol show?
Raul, Michelle, resign. You are terrible at your job and you should stop.
Pedro,
Okay,
didn't-
Pedro, they didn't make the next game. You do know that, don't you?
But they still work at Don't Not to this day, though. And they don't deserve that, as far as I'm concerned.
Didn't you say that they got better with their next
games
game?
are okay.
Actually, as far as I'm aware, they haven't seemed to make... They didn't work on... Tell me why. They didn't work on Twin Mirror. They didn't work in... I don't know. I'm not sure if they're working on any of the other games that Don't Not.
Okay. So I'm guessing the idea is that if you don't sing and get beat up, at least Sean can be proud that he kept his dignity.
I guess, yeah, but...
Is that how the other scene goes?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, there was a show called Latin American Idol.
Yeah.
Let me guess. The car runs out of gas, and then he has to leg it out in the desert.
Very good, Jova. And now it's time to rip off the Navajo chapter from Beyond Two Souls.
It's like
Wait, what?
it's like we saw the Next Time trailer where he did that.
So the Wolf brothers were split apart.
Yes, we get it. You're sad. You're miserable.
This
Guess
world was
what?
badly
It's not
hurt,
gonna get me to care about
nothing
you.
could stop
You're a
the war.
waste of a fart of an idea of a character.
Basically, Dej, Jova is already 100% done with this game. Just to give you an idea.
Hey, well, let me put it like this: it's not even like the game has driven me crazy, but like there is nothing to care about. Oh, don't get me
No.
wrong; the game has plenty of material to riff on, but shoot, man, not even High Guardian Spice felt this soul draining. Like High Guardian Spice at least keeps up the insanity and stuff. This one is like once you get past the hokey dialogue, plot holes, and stupid characters, you're left with nothing
Look
to
at
care
this.
about. Because, okay, here's the thing, Dej. Most characters who show up in these episodes only show up in those episodes, and they have little to no impact on the overall narrative. So you have left to focus with Daniel and Sean, the two brothers. Although Daniel is kind of not in the plot right now, but that leaves us with Sean. Sean is bland. It's more so just bad stuff happens to him, and he's on the verge of crying or yelling or swearing, and boom, that's his character.
Yeah.
Like, sure, yeah, he used to have a nice, normal life that we saw a tiny
Still a few
peek
hours
of, but
away
we
from
don't
here.
get to see nearly
Awesome.
enough of it before everything goes south.
Let me bring this up. Oh my god, it's literally the beginning of the Navajo chapter from Beyond Two Souls. It's fucking exact.
Are we gonna have to deal with Navajo ghosts? in this
He's
one,
dressed.
too?
Yeah, he's dressed somewhat like Jody was. He has the backpack. He's in the side of the road. It's literally Beyond Two Souls. Why would you want to rip off Beyond Two Souls? Oh my
I'm
god.
sharing a brain cell right now.
So, Shirley, what do you think of the wonderful spectacle we just witnessed? Exactly. And that was Shirley's overall review of this entire thing.
I did not have enough alcohol this evening.
Clearly.
I think that's because I took it.
Of course.
Well,
So,
it's okay, guys. 2 pair is right up ahead, where we can go with blackjack, poker, and spaghetti.
so Dej, what do you think of the...
What spaghetti?
So, Dej...
That's what the billboard says, Roy. Poker, blackjack, and spaghetti.
Yeah, it says there. So, Dej, what do you think of the saga of racist Chad?
What was that?
I don't know.
What year did this come out?
2018. Right in the middle of the Trump presidency.
Like,
And no one really made a big stink about this game, huh?
No, that's the thing, Dej. A lot,
no,
believe it or
that's
not...
The thing, Dej.
Go on.
Oh, go on.
Believe it or not...
Well, the thing is-
Well, go on then.
The thing is, Dej, nobody made a big stink about this game because little people actually bought or played it. Nowadays, this game is essentially the whipping boy of the series, the black sheep. Like, even Life is Strange fans, for the most part, turned their nose up at this game because... Again, keep in mind, this game was so bad that Don't Nod, the people who made Life is Strange, got booted off of their own franchise, and Deck 9, the makers of Before the Storm, which was heavily ridiculed upon its release, had to come up and clean things up with Life is Strange 3 True Colors, which ended up getting much better reception.
Not just that. That's the thing, Deji and Jova. According to the statistics, the first 2 episodes did fine apparently, but people eventually dropped the game. People who bought either the first or the first 2 episodes at least, apparently they just stopped buying the episodes along the way.
Guess I can't blame them because honestly, okay, episode 2 probably has some of the best payoff because that follows up from Captain Spirit, which actually was a pretty good game. Oh, look, a coyote.
At least I got company.
Get it? Wolves, coyote. Wait, why does that sign still say 2 miles ahead when he's gone past it? Since, in that case, you're kind of going in the opposite direction.
Not a lot of cars around.
There's another 2-pair casino.
Better stick to the side.
That's also 22 miles away.
Another thing, Joe, think about it. 2-pair casinos, so maybe there's another one to make up the pair.
Basically, there you go. This is how this game tackles the topic of racism. Just have rednecks beat the crap out of minorities. That's it. That's this game's extent of how to cover this topic.
Okay, be cool.
That's it. This game is thematically bankrupt. Like this.
Oh, don't tell me. The guy who saw us stops and wants to beat us up too because we're a minority and this is oh so racist too.
That's the thing, Jova. This redneck here, he's one of the nice ones apparently.
I guess that means out of the rednecks
I'm
we've
so-
seen, 2
what?
are bad and 2 are good.
Oh wait, game. You're not gonna have this redneck beat the crap out of Sean as well? I'm so disappointed. Why even bother at this point, game? Just go all the way at this point. I mean,
And I know what some might say, but Squirm, doesn't this show that not every white person of
Just
authority is evil in this one?
Get ready to
And
rock.
I'd be like, well, gee, it's a
If
little
he's a
late on that regard.
yeah, too little, too late by this point. Yeah.
And keep in mind, the game focuses way more on the vile people than the nice people.
Yeah.
It's too damn hot to be walking.
Oh, my car broke down.
Let's get in.
So what happens if you choose to walk?
If you choose to walk, it triggers. If I remember correctly, it triggers a cutscene, and Sean just walks there and shit. But it doesn't really matter much. That being said, I still want to go over here just so we can see this scene.
Also, the sweat rendering on Sean, Jesus.
Yep.
It's, not the best.
Look at that,
I get what
guys.
they're trying.
Look at that, guys. We find a rare Pokemon. Nice redneck.
Okay. I
Go-
guess again, if this were a good plot,
Oh my god,
I'd say
he has a wife with no face.
if this were an actual good plot, I'd say, okay, this is the game showing that there is nuance to the issue, that there are the good, the bad, the ugly, the perfect, the saintly, or whatnot.
Your eye okay?
But this isn't a good plot, so I'm just like, thank goodness for small mercies at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Just a scratch.
Good.
Just but a scratch.
For me, it's one of those things, Java, where at this point, when I get to the chat part, at this point I can just laugh. This game is so ridiculous. All I can do is just laugh at it, because it's so ridiculous. Like, this... was that supposed to be taken seriously? Because I just find it laughable at this point.
Well, the music sounded scary, so I guess they wanted us to take it
I
seriously.
had to make a
But no,
shit
I
stop.
mean,
Over.
look, like...
In
No,
the
I'm
chat
talking about
scene.
the music back in the earlier
You mean
scene.
number
Liz.
two?
Yeah, the chat scene.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it sounded threatening, like we're supposed to take it serious.
It was minimal dwip, so I don't blame you for missing it. Go on.
I
But
wouldn't have
yeah,
picked it
no,
up
like,
if I
I
cared
don't
about
blame
that
you
issue.
because we are kind of to the point where the game would fit better as a comedy of errors than an actual serious plot. Because, like I mentioned, the plot is way
Hungry or
way
what?
too flimsy
You look
to
hungry.
have really any sturdiness to it. Again, we get huge gaps with minimal information given, and it's not like the characters shouldn't know what happened, so there's not even a good reason for that.
I want to also bring
it's
this up.
Anton!
Yeah, I also want to bring this up. Notice how, not only, even though he's not supposed to stop at any point, he still stopped because when instead of telling that person on the radio, "Oh, I picked up a stray," no, he said, "No, I had to make a shit stop, you know, just to make sure Sean doesn't get in trouble." And he also just offered him his sandwich because, according to him, his wife makes the best sandwiches. This is the other thing. This is the other thing about this game. This game's way of quote unquote portraying different people is the good people are super nice and the bad people are super evil. Like, there's no in between those two extremes.
The closest I could say is maybe Doris, and that's only because we barely talked to her, really.
Yeah. Like, this is this game where, oh, but don't you see, you just went for a cartoonishly evil redneck, but now we have a cartoonishly good redneck. Yeah, can you...
I guess...
you're supposed to write characters, not cartoons, don't nod. Go on, Joe.
I guess, again, to play devil's advocate, there's technically Finn, a well-meaning character who does some really stupid crap.
Don't worry, kid.
But I don't know if that was the game's intention.
That's the thing, Jova. When it comes to Finn, I will argue his bad qualities are the ones that stick out, and his good ones are not particularly on display.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. And don't worry about Finn. He barely constitutes as a character, despite being a potential love interest in the game. That's the quality of writing we're dealing with. Wait. It's
We're
still 22 miles
ahead.
Space is warped and time is bendable.
Guys, it's a simple texture. You could have literally put any other picture.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
know.
Miles just really, really long in the US, Jova.
No, it did not change the metric of it. Like, and yeah, some may say it's a nitpick, but it's kind of one I can easily notice. Oh, we're right across from a church, and yet he warns us that these people are really weird.
Of course, because
Why is he dropping him off here then?
because this is where
Well,
Daniel
that's
is.
where Sean wanted to go.
Yeah, this is where Daniel is. This is where Jacob took him.
And keep in mind, conveniently, this is where Jacob took him, because as far as Sean could know from the diary, it's just that Jacob took Daniel somewhere. He just apparently infers that Jacob chose to go back to this weird church community. Life is a
Alright.
gamble. Bet on the Lord, yada yada yada.
Oh god, it's like those.
He, I love one as well. He is risen. Happy Easter.
It's like those. It's like those posters that you see where they twist pop culture icons into saying stuff about Jesus.
Basically,
Well,
Like there's one like go fast, go to church or something like that.
Basically, Shiroi, here's what you missed. We found a rare Pokemon nice redneck who offers us a lift, a sandwich, and even allowed us to sleep during the trip.
Oh, and it wasn't the guy we met early on in the game?
No. This is the game's, like Jova said, I'm guessing this is the game's way of saying, see, not all rednecks are bad, and like me and Jova said, too little too late by this point, game.
Like, I mean, again, they have the guy who, again, I can just call him not Chad, since we never find out what was the nicer of those two rednecks' names. I guess they don't want us to know he has a name because
He's not important.
Chad's the one we're supposed to focus on for that scene. Daj, this is just a taste of the delicious ham and cheese that is the writing of the story. Your thoughts on it?
That was stupid.
You keep saying people are, this person is a Chad, this person is a Chad. So here is Chad himself. That's.
I hope that was
Beats up
not.
children.
I really hope that was not them legit taking the piss out of the whole Chad versus Virgin thing and like going about, oh, that's toxic and everything.
All right,
Do you
everybody.
want to be like racist Chad?
Yes.
God.
Oh my god. And that was the tale
Imagine
of
the whole playthrough of this stage.
And that was the tale of racist Chad, everybody. Tune in next time where we meet the evil church community. See you then.
So
Goodbye.
basically, it's going to be as unsubtle as Kingsman.
Jova, this game is about as subtle as a fucking anvil falling on top of Wally Coyote's head.
On fire.
Joy.
A good balance should be struck between subtle and
On the nose.
Oh, of course, of
on,
course,
on,
of
on the
course.
nose, because things can be so too subtle, like you barely notice it, and then when developers talk about it in interviews, you have people going, "Wait, that was supposed to be in it."
Alright.
That is true and fair. However, first and foremost, what helps is the writing actually being good.
Alright, see you for the next part, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.